Good morning, fifth graders. We are going to continue learning about the relationship between fractions, mixed numbers, and division expressions today. Yesterday, we focused on proper fractions and division expressions. Today, we're going to look at mixed numbers with division expressions. So we're going to see how division expressions can be rewritten as improper fractions, and then how we can turn improper fractions into mixed numbers. So if we have a division expression like 9 divided by 5, we learned yesterday that we can rewrite that as a fraction. To rewrite that as a fraction, we take our numerator and we put it as the first number becomes the numerator of our fraction, and the second number becomes the denominator of our fraction. Left to right is how we read, left to right, top to bottom. 9 divided by 5, we can also read a fraction as 9 divided by 5 or as 9/5. So we see our numerator and our denominator. The first number becomes our numerator, the second number, our denominator. Now when we look at this fraction, we see it's improper. What makes it improper or not a proper fraction is that the top number, the numerator, is larger than the bottom. And what that means is something that I have is cut into 5 pieces, but I have 9 pieces. That means I have more than one whole. An entire, let's say, pizza here would be 5 pieces, but I have 9 pieces, so I have more than one whole pizza. So instead of writing it as an improper fraction, we usually want it written as a mixed number. So I want to look at this and say, okay, well, how many whole pizzas do I have? And then how many extra pieces? So I would rewrite this as a mixed number by saying we'd have one whole pizza, because that's 5/5 is 1. And when I do 9 minus 5, I'm going to have 4 left over, 4 extra pieces out of 5. This is what we are going to learn how to do today. So you're going to start by having one like this, where you're going to show it in a picture and show how it would actually have more than one whole when you take your story problem or your division expression and split it into the number of groups that you are being asked to split it into. So this problem says Mrs. Krasmanik has 3 dog treats, and she wants to split them evenly to her 2 dogs. How many dog treats does each dog get? So I know this is a division problem because it says she's splitting them evenly, and that's what division is. Division is when we take a number and we split it into even groups. So she wants to take these 3 dog treats, 1, 2, 3, and split them evenly between her 1, 2 dogs. So you're going to see I've set up 2 different circles here for her 2 different dogs. And when I split the treats up, I've already split each treat into 2 because there are 2 dogs. So in order to do this, you're going to have a problem like this as well. You are going to, one by one, take the pieces to each of your groups to see what you are going to get as your answer. So, 1 treat here. Oh no, I left it in the back. Hold on. Okay, that's better. So now you can see I've dragged 1 here and 1 here. 1 here, 1 here. 1 here, and 1 here. When I do this, you're going to see that each dog got an entire treat, and then they got 1/2 of the next treat. We can see that as well when we write it with our division expression and our fractions down here. 3 divided by 2 is the same as 3 halves. The first number is our numerator, the second number is our denominator. But that's an improper fraction. So I can see right here, each dog got 1 whole treat, and then they had 1 piece out of the 2 that it was split into, 1 1/2. So you guys are going to do problems like this today, and then you're also going to do some where you don't see the picture. You're just going to rewrite the division expression as an improper fraction, and then a mixed number that you might have to simplify as well. So here we have 22 divided by 4. 22 divided by 4 can be rewritten as 22 fourths. 22 over 4. That is an improper fraction, so I want to make a mixed number. Remember, to make a mixed number, you divide, because that's what we see right here, a division symbol, and the bar means divided too. So here's the third way we can write our division symbols, right? So we take our 22 and we divide it by 4. 22 divided by 4, I can make 5 whole groups of 4. 4 times 5 is 20, so that's what I subtract here. And I have 2 left over. Once I have divided here, I can see what my mixed number is going to be. I could make 5 whole groups of 4 right here. So 5 is my whole number. When we did that, we had 2 left over. When we subtracted, when we made our 5 groups of 4, we used up 20, we had 2 left over, so that is our numerator. Our denominator stays the same. It was still cut into 4 pieces. So now we have 5 and 2 fourths. But this says in simplest form, which means I'm going to list the factors of my numerator and denominator. The factors of 1 and 2 are 1 and 2. The factors of 4 are 1, 2, and 4. So the greatest common factor here is 2. That means I can divide both of these fractions by 2, both my numerator and my denominator by 2. You're going to see it kind of wraps around our whole number here because your whole number stays the same right here. Don't forget to rewrite that whole number. We still have 5 as a whole number. But then we're going to simplify our fraction. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So 22 divided by 4 is the same as 22 fourths, which is the same as 5 and 2 fourths, which is the same as 5 and a half. You're going to do problems like this as well. So here's what you have. You have a story problem with pictures right here. Then you have a problem like I just got done doing, where you write your division expression as an improper fraction, turn it into a mixed number, and simplify. You have 3 of those. Then you have a problem on your own where you are turning an improper fraction into a mixed number. You'll do it on your whiteboard, take a picture, and then drag the circle to the correct answer. And another problem just like that, where you take the improper fraction and rewrite it as a mixed number. You type your answer right here. Remember to take a picture of your work. And then you can submit your slides on Schoology after you rate yourself.